All right, are you seeing my sketchbook?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so first thing that happens when we're doing a building is our horizon line. Okay. Next thing is the corner closest to you. And I'm going to go across my horizon line just a little bit. And I am going to put a vanishing point on each edge of my paper, like that. Okay, now I am going to come my ruler on the vanishing point in the top of my line, and then the bottom of my line. Then let's get the angle so the light's not bad. So when you show me a picture, that's pretty important that you look at your screen. And if you tilt it a little bit, it usually helps the contrast. Okay, and then I do the top. Okay. Now I want you to get to tell me if you see. I'm going to come back to the Castify. There we are. Okay. Now I can see what I'm doing a little better. Okay. All right. So either hold it up and show me, or give me a thumbs up that you've got this. Okay, Haley, that is just where I was talking about. Tilt it. I can't see your lines. Okay, tilting it a little bit up, a little bit more up. I barely got a glance. All right, good. Danielle, you got it? Seth? Yes? Lakin?
I just joined, so I didn't know what we.
Okay, your big piece of paper, horizon line. Did you get started on the barn the other day in class?
Yeah.
Okay, you got that paper? Let me see it.
It's in my folder, and my folder is downstairs.
Well, you need to go get it because I want you working on the big sheet of paper today.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Now, we're going to decide how big we want this and make our lines on the page going straight up and down the page. Okay, so there's my one side of my house, other side of my house. Okay, I'm going to keep going since I am recording this. Okay, all right. Now, if we want to put our gable on this side, do you remember doing this, corner to corner? That tells me where the center of this wall is. Okay, and I'm going to bring that right through and up a little bit. Okay, now I decide how tall I want my gable, and I draw that triangular end from that way. And then I go to my vanishing point and here. Now, this is a little bit, this line, a lot of people get that wrong. Okay. You see this line I just drew through the vanishing point and this edge of this gable? So where those two lines would meet up here, I'm going to swing this over. Lots of people make this line too straight up and down. This line needs to be slanting more than that line to make that roof feel like it's going away in space. Okay, now I'm going to put a door here. The edge of the door goes straight up and down, and I'm just going to eyeball this first piece of it. But look right there where it hits this diagonal. I'm going to come to my vanishing point over here for the top of my door, and can I see the diagonal there and the diagonal there? That tells me the second side of the door should be here. Okay. Now, I want to maybe make this be a door opened out that way. So I am going to come. Doors don't normally open at exactly 45 degrees, but sometimes they do. So I'm going to make a line for that door to open. Then I'm going to shade this in darkly if that's an open door. Okay, and then that way you wouldn't see through the door. It would be about like that. Okay, so do you see this line I took over here? Now, let's put a window over here. Actually, I think what I want to do is I'm going to put a row. I'm going to put a row of windows here. So the top and bottom of my windows are going to come from my vanishing point. The uprights are like that. And again, glass is going to probably look a little dark, that going back in. Now, if this has siding, what I want to do is I want to lay my ruler down and make even marks here. If it was very tall, it would be going away in perspective too. And I'm not doing a great job because I'm not right over the top of my ruler. Okay, so I mark out where siding would be, and I come to my vanishing point and swing off of that. And of course, I don't go through my window. I just draw on each side of it. Okay, do you see the siding? This is what I mean about tilting up. You guys keep twisting rather than tilting. So there's that. I think on this one, I'm going to put a tin ceiling. So I'm going to start and do let these slant a little bit more each way. My slants aren't great. And a corrugated roof is going to have some shading on it, like that. If I want a weather vane, it's going to come straight up. I like those glass balls that are sometimes on there. And I can use my vanishing point for the directional parts of the weather vane too. Now, which way is that wind blowing? It was quite windy yesterday. Okay, I would probably have, if I go outside and look around, I would see some distant tree lines. I can get some textures in there. I can put a animal feeding trough. Let's put one of those down here, and then I think I'm going to stop this. So I'm going to come down here from my vanishing point. Basically, a feed trough is a box. So there's my bottom and my corner. And then I come to the top. Decide how big it is. Get my lines there. Get the angle right. Mrs. Mann, you're fussing at everybody else's angles. And then final vanishing point to the top of the corner and to the top of the corner, like that. This corner, if this is open, that would drop down in and do some shading. And of course I could put a thickness if this is a big heavy concrete one. I could be drawing 2 lines here. I can just kind of put a box around the outside of that. Make it a little bigger. And so if you use those vanishing points, it's going to go. So this time I'm going to give it a thickness. So fix that. Get that really dark in there. Maybe it's a koi pond. One corner darker than the other. A little shading, a little texture. A road for the tractor to come in on. Coming from that vanishing point. Okay, so I'm going to stop my recording now.